So Kamala's inflation plan is to control pricing. Let's talk about it. She's saying that the reason why prices for groceries and things are so expensive because companies are price gouging, and she's going to put an end to it. So I don't know if you guys all know what that means, but I'm going to explain it here for you. But first I want to talk about her rally in Maryland is where she was today. They didn't really show the whole room or space, so we don't know how many people were actually there. But the people behind her had signs that said lowering prescription drug costs or something. So that was the topic of her talk today, further lowering price costs or prescriptions for seniors, because her and Biden have already lowered it to like $35 a month or something, so that the seniors don't have to figure out whether they need to, whether they can pay for food or get their prescription. So she's going to do that. But she's saying that the food companies are price gouging and the gas companies are price gouging, and she's going to put an end to it. So I don't know how many of you are like my age that follow me on here, but when I was a little girl in the 70s, they in the Carter administration, they tried all these shenanigans, especially with the gas. And the gas stations, the lines were wrapped around blocks, like because she put some type of control on the gasoline. And so there were gas lines everywhere because there was shortages of gas. And since she won't let us drill here because she doesn't believe in like drilling, or she's going to ban fracking. So I don't know how she's going to do that. And then she's going to come down on the food companies who are price gouging us. What she doesn't realize, or maybe she does, I don't know, but I would hope she's an attorney. She like went to college and she's like in the White House. If she tries to or attempts to control food companies and control their pricing, they still have to make money. So what they're going to end up doing is they're going to create less. They're going to manufacture less. They're going to produce less so that they can make a break even, because they're not going to be able to make money if she puts a control on how much they price their products, which means there'll be food shortages. I don't know. When I heard that, I'm like, does she know what she's saying? So for everyone who's like, she's gonna, lower inflation on day one. First of all, it's gonna be like a day 1,000 something, because she's already in the White House, and she's really in charge because Biden, he's done. So we already know, why isn't she just doing it now? Because she's lying to everybody. And so she's going to create shortages. She's going to create food shortages. She's going to create gasoline shortages. It's going to be a mess. And she doesn't realize that the reason why inflation is so high right now, it's not because of the food companies or the gas companies. Well, it's because of the Inflation Act that they wrote, that bill that her and Biden wrote, that she signed off on. There's a lot of this stuff that's going on that she signed off on. Now she's acting like she don't know Biden and she don't have nothing to do with the Biden-Harris administration. It's wild. So yeah, she's going to wait till like end of January to do this day one. She's going to create more inflation because there's going to be a shortage of all of the things she's going to try to control. Don't you find it odd that her whole premise is around control, just like Walt's? What does that sound like to you? Go look at my video from this morning. TikTok is mad at me and they're not pushing it because I said some things that they didn't like. They didn't take the video down, but go look at it because I'm not going to say those things again. But it sounds a lot like that. And it is. She wants to control what healthcare we choose. So she wants to get rid of private. So we will only have government issued health insurance. She wants to eliminate ICE. She wants to defund the police. We saw what he did in Minnesota, the lockdowns and all that stuff. All of this control, like all of this government control how much the food costs, control the gasoline, control the healthcare, control what happens in schools, control what books our children read. Don't you think that sounds very familiar to some other things in some other countries? Think about it. I hope that there are Harris supporters watching this video. Just look up some things in the dictionary and listen to what she says. There was some speech that she gave. She was talking about depopulation. Didn't the guy in New York say something about food control? I don't know. There's a lot of things that we're not going to be in charge of if she and Waltz get in the White House. So that was her thing. She's like, control drug costs. But I'm like, why do you care about drug costs and prescriptions and how much like seniors and people pay for their medication? Because she's the very one that's a proponent of increasing the work age to be able to apply for Social Security to 70. So she wants to pump you up with medication at a low cost so you can work longer. That's what it is. I mean, that's just what, I don't know how else to say it. Trump had a rally in New Jersey, and he stayed on point. He talked about the average family pays $28,000 more a year than they did 3.5 years ago on everything. $28,000, like over $1,000 extra a month. And I think that number's small. He had all these tables behind him with groceries on it and how much they were when he was president versus how much they are now. He stayed on point. He didn't go on tangents, which that's always, I'm a little nervous when Trump talks because he goes in and starts taking little stabs and digs at people. He didn't do that. Very proud of him. He took like 40 minutes worth of questions. And Biden and Harris said their whole drug cost thing and ran off the stage, per usual. So she's supposed to be having some type of conference tomorrow where she's going to roll out her economic plan. Can't wait to listen to that. You guys have to pay attention to what she says, and you have to watch the DNC next week. If you don't want to watch that all day long, just get snippets, but just kind of flip the channels a little. You can do a little MSNBC because that's your vibe, some CNN. Listen to some other channels, like maybe Fox News, just to get different perspectives. And then come back here and tell me that you're still voting for her. Because we're already off the topic of reproductive rights. Like, we're already off that topic. We're already off the whole, he's going to take away our freedom. We're done with that. I got you guys on, okay, that's not a thing. So now we're going to dig into some other topics. And these are the topics. A lot of control. Remember when y'all had to get the thing? Because if you didn't, you'd get, you know what? Remember all that? Yeah, it's going to be that on a larger scale. And I think Chicago's going to be a shit show next week because there's talk. So, and then there was a whole little drama in New York where they crashed a restaurant where they were having dinner and it was, protesting. I gotta edit myself because I think I need a podcast. A lot of you guys are telling me I should get a podcast. I think I need one. That way it won't get edited. Maybe I'll put one on Rumble. One of the girls that follows me said I should go on Rumble. So that's my little summary of the two conferences / rallies today from Harris and Trump. Hers is a little scary. And I can't wait till the DNC next week. I will be watching it and making videos on it every day. And I will be watching her little economic plan tomorrow. And I'm going to make a video. And you guys have to tell me what you think. Not the Trumpers, because we already know what we already know. But the other guys. I think the people that are scrolling past because they're Harris supporters, stick around. I want to know what you think. Okay, so have a good day. Leave comments, repost, share. Have some questions. Let's talk about it. Talk amongst yourselves. And let's try to make these videos go viral because we need to get them out to the people who are like, because they don't want to see the truth in front of them. They can't handle the truth, right? Bye.